what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. I appreciate you guys for tapping into another one of my breakdowns. Today, we are breaking down the Brawl of the Wild, and it was a phenomenal game. Two top teams in the country going back and forth. We have a potential rematch brewing. The playoff committee spoke, and the Grizzlies get the 3 seed, the Cats get the 2 seed. I'll be interested to see how the first and second round of things play off, to see how we start to get things going. But first things first, Montana knows sports, and now every game hits harder with Sportsbet Montana. The only place to bet right here in state, whether you're repping the Grizz, rolling with the Bobcats, or tracking every drive on Sunday, you've got a seat at the action. Head to your local bar or casino, grab a ticket, and lock in your favorite bets, spreads, over-unders, and those game-changing parlays. It's all right here with Montana's exclusive sportsbook, Sportsbet Montana. Your game, your bets, your state. Powered by the Montana Lottery. It was a phenomenal game in the mecca of FCS football. The Bobcats came to play. The Grizzlies also came to play. The stat leaders in this game were really Justin Lamson, Eli Gillman, Brooks Davis, and Julius Davis. Those Davis boys going crazy. But Eli Gillman, Justin Lamson both had really strong days. Justin Lamson completed 90% of his passes. He was really strong on the ground as well, had 80 yards on the ground. We're going to get into all of it. I'll talk about all the ins and outs. We'll talk about the penalties. We're going to talk about all of it. Make sure you guys hit the like. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys leave me a comment down below, and we will get straight into it. Okay, Montana State started with the ball, and they drove right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the game, you see Montana looks like they're going to be in some type of zone. You got the one high safety here, press man coverage on the outside, and then looks like off man out here. Man coverage, man coverage, man coverage. They're going to run the whip route on the inside here. Actually, they're kind of running like a switch release whip concept. But they're getting into Dane Steele's hands, and he's going to get the easy first down on 3rd and 4. Third down was really big in this game for both teams. Montana, honestly, was really strong on 3rd down. They were 7 for 12 on 3rd down. Montana State was 5 of 11. Montana State was better in the second half on 3rd down than they were in the first half. But still, I mean, pretty strong from both teams on 3rd down. Here you go, 1st and 10 for Montana State. They're going to hand it off to Julius Davis, who's been having a phenomenal second half to the season. Lead blocker being Adam Jones. He's really good blocking as a lead blocker. He's just a really good blocker. He does a lot of the little things as a running back, right? But right there, I mean, you get 7 yards on 1st down. That's a really good first down run. That leaves the whole playbook open for 2nd down. 2nd and 3 right here. This is a really strong throw from Lamson. So they're running the fake jet sweep with Adam Jones. That's going to get the linebackers playing downhill. You see they take those steps downfield. Then you release the tight end who's attached to the line of scrimmage. You got the ghost flat with your H-back. He's getting that ghost flat. Montana actually ends up bringing a cat blitz on this as well, bringing that corner in on a blitz. He's going to get a hit on Lamson, but Lamson delivers a beautiful ball right over this linebacker just outside of his reach, and it's good for him to hang on to it for the first down on 2nd and 3. Really good job there on the 2nd and 3 boot action play. Really good job from Justin Lamson. Good ball, good execution, and he takes the hit, stands in the pocket, or stands outside of the pocket, and delivers the ball on time. 1st and 10 coming up here. You got Taco Dowler in motion. He's coming across, and it's the quarterback read. I'm sure he could hand this or he could give it. He sees this defender coming upfield. That's not a good handoff read, so he's going to keep it and following his lineman right down the field. Fleischman, and I think that's Mastel. And then he's getting inside the 10-yard line. Really good run right there. Not much Montana could do here. It's blocked up really well. Look at these down blocks from the tackle, from the guard, from the center. Really good down blocks. They're moving the line of scrimmage. You see this guard release upfield, so just tackle and center blocking down. See the guard releasing upfield. They're pulling their backside guard around to be another lead blocker for the quarterback keep. He gets up to the 2nd level. Fleischman gets a good block. Mastel doesn't really have anybody to put hands on, but just a good run from Justin Lamson, showing the speed. Really good job. They're in the red zone now. 2nd and goal coming up. Drop back for Lamson, and Montana's defense was decent here on this first drive in the red zone. Really good rush. And more so than anything, I think it was Tuliaupupu who got in on the rush right here. There's numbers on this side of the offensive line. I don't know how they're counting this. I don't know how they're deciding who's going to block who. But Tuliaupupu's right here on the end of the man line of scrimmage. He's going to go unblocked to the line, to the offensive lineman, to the quarterback actually. The tackle doesn't take him. The guard is eaten up right here. The center's head up with this this one technique right here. So you got block for the center, block for the guard, block for the tackle. They got 4 to this side, so they're not going to be able to block everybody unless this tight end's staying in. The tight end is not staying in, and they end up getting a free rusher, and that creates havoc in the pocket for Justin Lamson. Really, really good job from Montana. Great execution. Good to get him on the ground. Otlewski comes up with another sack on the season. You go 3rd and goal. They're backed up, and Montana's going to get another sack. So they're running a game on the inside here. You see they're looping the guy who lines up. He's like in a 3, maybe a shade right here in the A gap. But he's going to loop all the way around. That's Tuliaupupu again. He's going to provide the pressure. And one thing that I like that they did right here, they've got decent contain right here. Later on in the game, the contain of the Montana defense is really, really going to hurt them. But good right there to come up with the sack for Kellen Dietrich. They end up kicking the field goal. They take a 3-0 lead off of their first drive. Michael Wortham started the game off really strong. He's going to get them a really good return, get them close to midfield, and it's blocked up really well, man. Blocked up really well. The kicker really is the difference maker in this return, because if the kicker doesn't really get hands on him right here, I don't think Dane Steele runs him down. But the kicker throws him off right there, and Dane Steele's able to get back in good leverage, bringing him down. But still a phenomenal return from Michael Wortham to start the game. 2nd and 15 for Montana. On their first drive, they're going to get the ball into, and I think actually Montana false started on this first drive. I think that's why they're in 2nd and 15. But you got a 2nd and 15. Michael Wortham's going to keep it. Decent block here on Hunter Parsons for the right tackle. Got just enough of him. You fake the handoff right here too, making it seem like you might want to pitch it back to your quarterback. They're not doing that. Michael Wortham's keeping it. Good blocks out front. You got your tight end right here. I can't tell what number we got on this tight end here, but good block from the tight end up front. Eli Gillman's going to push downfield. He's going to get a good block. Wortham does a phenomenal job reading those blocks. Really good block from Eli Gillman right here. Look at the stick he puts on. I think that's Taden Gray. Really good hit right there from Eli. No, that's actually Caden Dowler. Caden Dowler getting the hit from Eli Gillman right there. Maybe a blindside block. I mean, he turned. That's a good block right there. Good run from Michael Wortham to get them deep down into Montana State territory. Phenomenal job there, man. Phenomenal job. 3rd and 13 coming up for Montana. Actually, let's look at the blocking right here on this play. Let's look at the blocking. It really looks like just regular zone blocking. Everybody working up to that 2nd level. And then you got the tight end arcing around. You got the running back arcing around. And everybody gets good blocks. Not much to break down there. Oh, that's Schaefer getting a good block. Eli Gillman getting a good block. You got your tackle. Actually, that's your center blocking on Brott. This Brott is a little injured right now, so we'll give, understand that he's on one leg damn near, but good run nonetheless. Here you go. 3rd and 13 coming up for Montana into the red zone and drop back, and Brooks Davis, man. Brooks Davis showed up in a big way, big time in this game, and just made some very timely plays when needed. So he's going to run the spot route right here, not running to be covered. He sees the window right here. I'm right here. We're sitting right here. And he's going to break up field for the first down. Barely just enough for the first down, but a first down. I think Montana kind of stole this play from Eastern Washington. This is something that Eastern Washington ran earlier in the season when Montana played them. You got a seam right here for Michael Wortham. You got a fade on the outside from your outside receiver. And then a lot of times people run 3 verts. Instead of running vertical with number 2, they ran a hitch with number 2, which is what I saw Eastern Washington ran. I don't know if Montana had ran it before that, but I kind of was keyed into it by seeing Eastern Washington ran it. But really good job from Brooks Davis. Put the move on him right there to go know where you got to get for the first down and to get the first down, especially on that first drive. You don't want to end up with 3. You'd love, you can match their 3, but you'd love to take a lead right here on this play. And 1st and 10, and I don't even really love the release here from Brooks Davis. He doesn't really put a move on him. He doesn't try to eat up that space. He just goes straight vertical into it, but big boy catch. Really big boy catch. One-handed on his left shoulder, has the wherewithal to get that right foot down for the touchdown. That is good every day of the week. We got it slowed down here. Doesn't bring that heel down. Just keeps his foot up. Got the catch. And Jace McMillan is a good player. I suspect he'll probably be an all-conference guy. But, man, this is a phenomenal catch from Brooks Davis. Phenomenal catch from Brooks Davis. He's grown up this year. I think he's around like 600 yards on the season. 4 or 5 touchdowns, 5 or 6 touchdowns. He's had a really good year. Montana takes a 7-3 lead early on in this game. Big Sky Football builds legends, and so do we. At LM Fine Jewelry, we help Montana couples create unforgettable moments. From championship-worthy diamonds to custom pieces that tell your story, this season, make your legacy sparkle. Located on American Way in Missoula and Main Street in Kalispell, L&M Fine Jewelry is the official jeweler of Akem's Analysis and the Samuel Akem YouTube channel. Make sure when you're looking for that special ring for that special person, you go check out L&M Fine Jewelry. Let L&M Fine Jewelry be your diamond destination. They're going to hand it off to Julius Davis, and pretty good stop here for Montana on the run game. Everybody stands gap sound, and the linebackers and the safety right here making the tackle. Got Micah Harper right here coming down to make the tackle, and then the defensive line's able to help out. Really good job. Now you got a 2nd and 6 coming up for Montana State. Dane Steele's going in motion. Drop back, and they're hitting the quick out. This is something that they run all the time. Now, one thing I was thinking about this is Montana's obviously in quarters right here. So you got press coverage on the outside, 4X. It's like 4-quarter special where they're playing one-on-one out here. They got 3/2 right here. Linebacker, safety, and another safety playing 3/2 on these two. But then it's just quarters over here. Now, what I want to know is if they're playing like palms on this quarters over here, because what it seems like is you see how TJ Roush is trying to take over top and cover that fade. I want to know if Prince Ford is supposed to have eyes inside and if he's supposed to jump this out route by number 2, because he's locked on number 1, but both are covering number 1 until the catch is made. Obviously, then they come and rally and make the tackle. But I want to know, are they supposed to trade this off? He goes vertical, I got him, especially if number 2 goes out. If number 2 goes out, we're going to trade this off. I don't know. It just seems like they wouldn't want to leave him that wide open. Either way, they get the first down on it on an easy, quick 5 and out from Taco Dowler. Really good job from Montana State. Here you go, 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to hand it off. They're faking the handoff and throwing it with Justin Lamson, who's getting it into Chris Long's hands, who's got the first down. Really, really good job there. Really, really good job there. Let's watch it one more time. So they started out with Adam Jones at quarterback, Wildcat quarterback, and then Justin Lamson was shifted over to the side because they just shifted over. Justin Lamson started here, Adam Jones started here. They shifted over. Adam Jones now behind center. Justin Lamson's behind the left guard. Either way, they handed off to Justin Lamson, fake the toss to Taco Dowler, but the whole time you're just running a boot action, and they got the boot coming across. And all the backers got their eyes into the backfield. The safety's got his eyes in the backfield. Backer, all eyes into the backfield. They don't see Chris Long coming across. They're not really covering much here, which leaves Chris Long wide open across the formation, and they get the catch on the boot action. Really good play design from Montana State. 1st and 10 coming up for Montana State. Drop back for Justin Lamson. He's got time in the pocket. There's not great contain, and because of that, he's allowed to run and get the first down. Really, really good job. So as you can see right here, like, it's good downfield coverage. Good downfield coverage. This looks like a cover 3. Got your safety right here, corner, safety, and another corner. Looks like he's getting into a third. Looks like he's in a third. And maybe it's combo coverage. Maybe it's like quarters. Maybe it's quarters, and these guys are just playing low because there's no responsibility on the backside of this formation. But it's definitely quarters up top. So you get quarters up top, and it's covered. There really looks like it's a 2-man concept. You're getting the tight end involved as well, so a 3-man concept. He's covered by the cornerback right here, so he's not really an option. So nobody's there, but you must keep contained. They got this outside, not really this outside. I guess this outside is contained here. There's no contain here. There's absolutely no contain to the right side of the formation. And then you got 2 blockers as well. You got 2 lead blockers. Ends up being Adam Jones as the 1 lead blocker. He gets a really good block, and Justin Lamson's able to run for the first down. Not ideal there. Not ideal. You got to keep contained. 1st and 10 coming up for Montana State. They're going to hand it off to Julius Davis. And they're getting a mid-zone run play, but it's tackled well from it's covered well from the Montana defense. It's covered well from the Montana defense. Man, he's getting mauled right here on the inside. Mason's getting mauled right here. Sheesh. Either way, good tackle there. Good play, good gap being sound on the defense right here from Montana. Really good from Schwartz on the backside to come in here. Watch Schwartz on the backside, firing in there, shooting the gap, getting hands on Julius Davis, and really shutting that run down before it even got started for a gain of 1 yard. Really, really good job. Who got pancaked at the end? Who is that? Oh, this is Denzel Wilkinson. Tough. Here we go. 2nd and 10 coming up for Montana State. Man, he missed Chris Long here. I thought there was maybe a window to get the ball to Chris Long here. I thought it was a pretty decent release from Chris Long. He is along the sideline, so it's not a big window, but I thought Justin Lamson could have floated it over the top here. Either way, he's not going to throw it there. They're going to get it to the tight end's hands. I can't tell which tight end. I think it's number 86 right here. It might be Schlepp, and he's getting a flat route on the easy completion right there. Easy completion right there. Let's see who was that. Number 86 is Province. Good catch from Province. Nothing crazy right there from Montana State. Nothing crazy there from Montana State. Here you go, 3rd and 7 coming up for Montana State. Justin Lamson's going to keep it on his own. And you see they got the 2 running backs in the backfield. fake like they're trying to get it to the outside, pulling this guard around. Actually, yeah, that's the guard, left guard, pulling your left guard around to be a lead blocker. That is definitely a keep read because this guy comes up and he would have hit the running back right as he got the ball. Justin Lamson is going to pull it, and he's falling forward near first down yardage on 3rd and 7. Like, these are the plays that Montana really needed to stay away from. Like 3rd and 7, especially if they're running it on 3rd and 7, you have to get off the field on 3rd and 7. Let's look what's happening up front. So it's a G scheme run. So they're blocking down. They're pulling somebody around to insert in that vacated window. They're blocking their guard and center down. Tackle is going up to the second level, getting on that backer. Guard and center cleared him out. You got the tackle up to the second level. He's got a good block on your backer. Your backside tight end's getting up to the second level, getting that safety linebacker out of there. That might be a backer, getting that backer out of there. There's just not enough hats. There's a lot of movement from the Montana State offensive line. They did a good job moving people around, and there's not enough maroon jerseys in there to make a tackle before he's able to get the first down. Really good play from Montana State. They did not get it. It brings up a 4th and 1, and Montana State's able to get it with Julius Davis. This would have been a really big stop for Montana. They got a 4-point lead. If they get the ball again and go up by 11, maybe even go up by 7, that would have been ideal, but Montana State keeps the chains moving. Next, you got a 1st and 10. Taco Dollars in motion, trying to get it to the flats. He's not there. Trying to get the under. It's not there. And Justin Lamson's going to scramble, and he gets inside the 5. Really good job. Good coverage from Montana. Looks like they got 3 high out here, a 3rd, a middle high, and then a 3rd right here. Some hooks on the inside. Nothing's really there. And Otluski makes a good tackle inside the 5. Next play, they're going to run the rub route, and it's not there. It's covered. I mean, it's there. But the one problem is you got 2 linemen in the end zone. They're not supposed to be there. This ball was snapped on the 5-yard line. You got 2 yards, I think, from your offensive line. That's 6, 7, 8 yards down the field. They ruled this illegal man downfield, and they're going to back him up 5. 2nd and 9 coming up for Montana State. This was really the play that Montana had to stay away from. You get them in a 2nd and 9, you're in a good position to maybe force them to take a field goal. At the most optimal, you force them to take a field goal. This can't happen on 2nd and 9. They can't get 10 yards on 2nd and 9. They run the jet sweep with Taco Dowler. It's blocked up really well. Got a block out here on the receiver. Got a block out here on that corner. Your safety's trying to force the cutback. Really doing a good job forcing the cutback, but you don't have enough. There's not enough bodies right there to snatch him up as soon as he cuts inside this block. They got a lot of jerseys out here, blocked up well. And Taco Dowler's not only able to get good yardage, he gets the first down. Where the first down was at the 1-yard line, he didn't get in the end zone, but he got the first down. Worst case scenario on this drive right here. Next play, they're going to give it to Adam Jones, their red zone threat, and he's going to fall into the end zone. Really good job. Good drive from Montana State. Really methodical drive. At this point, we're in the middle of the 2nd quarter where Montana State both got the ball. They were some nothing drives, so I didn't really put them on. I mean, they moved the ball, but neither drive ended in points, so I didn't put them on here. So we're back to when Montana State has the ball within the 2nd quarter, towards the middle of the 2nd quarter. The score is still the same. It's still 10-7, but Montana State's going to put on a good drive right here. So here you go. You got the inside zone run to Julius Davis. He's finding the cutback. The cutback is all the way back. A lot of times, you're blocking down, moving the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage. That cutback might be wherever you can find it, but you see the cutback right here for Julius Davis is on the backside of the run. He finds it, cuts outside, making people miss as he does. Man, don't juke right here. Just run to space, brother. Just run to space. We don't need this move right here. We don't need that. Just get to the outside. Good run from Julius Davis, blocked up really, really well. And it's a big explosive run. Julius Davis, like I said, had 100 rushing yards, 106 on 15 carries, averaged 7.1 yards a carry. He had a phenomenal game. 1st and 10 coming up, 5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Play action pass. Oh, man. So Montana has scored on this. Montana State has ran this since I've been covering the Big Sky Conference for Skyline Sports, and even before then. Since Tommy Malotte's tenure, they've been running this play, and it's been successful every single time. Watch Dane Still right here. You got Terahidi Wolf on the field. You got Diesel Wilkinson right here, and then I believe you have Kenzel Lawler on the outside. What I believe Montana gets into is they get into a cover 3. How do you control that cover 3 corner so that you can get the wheel route down the sidelines? run a post to him, run a vertical to him, run a fade, anything vertical down the field, they're getting Kenzel Lawler out of there. Now they're trying to make it seem like they're throwing the swing route. You bring Adam Jones in motion on an orbit motion, we're throwing the swing route. Terahidi Wolf, Denzel Wilkinson, Peyton Wing, all keying on that. They're all looking on that. Even if you can see him, Terahidi Wolf right here is going to fire on it. But Dane Steele is the key here. He's fake blocking like they're blocking for the swing route to Adam Jones. Terahidi Wolf fires on it. As soon as you fire, I've won because we got that corner control. Dane Steele's running a wheel route down the sidelines. Justin Lamson delivers a beautiful ball, and Dane Steele does the rest to get into the end zone. Really good play call from Montana State. That's exactly where you got to call that, and they executed it to perfection. For the touchdown. They take the 17-7 lead. At this point in the game, it looked like Montana State was kind of in control of things, and it looked like they were going to run away with it. But Montana had other plans. 17-7, halftime is looming. Montana needs to put some points on the board, and it seems like Montana, you can see the influence of the iPads on the sidelines in the game. I mean, you really can, and I see it every week now. You see the changes that teams make from one drive to the other, and it's just like sweeping changes. It's not just little changes. It's like changes that make up that look different. They make their offense look different. So one change that Montana made early on in this game, Montana State was running a ton of quarters coverage. 4 over the top, 4 quarter. They're keeping 4 over the top. Well, in quarters, a lot of times your corners are off 7 yards, not 10 yards, but they're off about 7 yards, 7 to 8 yards off the ball. A lot of times you can get those quick RPO throws. You can get a quick hitch. You can get a quick out. Montana is going to start spamming the quick RPO throws. Right here, you got to run attached on, but you got to out route attached to Brooks Davis on the outside. 4-step out, get it to his hands. That's 8 yards on first down. That is better than most runs on first down. If we can get 8 on first down, that is a win every single time. They get 8 yards on first down. That brings up a 2nd and 2. Next play, they're going to bring a cat blitz. I think Ayat wanted to throw this anyway, but what's the key to cat blitz? You got your corner pressed. You got your safety off the hash. Now, they do a decent job of disguising this. Pre-snap, this really looks cover 6-ish. Half-field safety, flat corner, quarters. This looks cover 6-ish. The corner blitzes, and it becomes a cloud. It really becomes, I don't know really what you would call this. I mean, it becomes cover 4 and a third, covering a third over here. The middle of the field's wide open. I don't know. You're expecting to get the ball out of his hands fast with the corner blitz. Either way, he is going to do that and throw right at the blitz and get it into Brooks Davis' hands on a quick, I don't even know what he was running. I think he told him, like, I think they had been cat blitzing, and he's just telling him, because look, he doesn't really run a route. He's just like, hey, give me the ball. He blitzed, give me the ball, I'm open. Because you don't want to run into the safety, but you want to get off the ball a little bit. So he gets the ball into his hands. Good play. That's first down on 2nd and 2. Next play, 2nd and 9. They're going to get it into Brooks Davis' hands again. He's running the quick hitch. Once again, Montana State. Now they're in a cover 3. Caden Dollar's in the box trying to help with the run control. But they got a third, and a third. But once again, in cover 3, he's going to be off unless he's pressed bailing. He's off. Get the hitch into Brooks Davis' hands. Let him get more yardage. He gets another first down on 2nd and 9. Really, really good. Next, they got a 1st and 10. Play action pass. They got the bubble attached. Throw the bubble. This is probably a situation where Coach Pease went to him and got to him on the headset and was like, throw to the outside. We're not getting it inside. We got to stretch them out, soften them up, start making them play those apex players a little further out, open up the inside. And after they started to do this in that second quarter, the run game started to open up for Eli Gillman. The first drive of the third quarter, Eli Gillman really ate. Or actually, it was into the 4th quarter, but Eli Gillman started to eat. 2nd and 3 here for Montana. Once again, throwing the bubble. And once another thing, Montana State was missing a few tackles, and that's what kind of allowed Montana to kind of get these plays going as well, because right here, like, this is played well from Jace McMillan. I mean, I've seen Jace McMillan do this multiple times this season, come up and make a hit, and really right here, you're picking most dangerous, so he probably deemed that this Dollar was more dangerous. Go to block him. Dollar makes him miss, but Drew Deck makes these guys miss. Really good job from Caden Dollar. My goodness, look at this. Excuse me. Wow. I mean, this dude is ridiculous, man. Really good block shed, block avoidance, but good from Drew Deck to be able to break some of those tackles. Here you go, 3rd and 1 coming up for Montana. They're handing it off to Eli Gillman, and good cut from Eli Gillman right here. Watch this jump cut. They're running a split zone, inside zone run play, and Kenneth Iden. I'm a big fan, but my goodness, this hit from Evan Schaefer, look at this. Decleated him. Kenneth Iden is a captain, one of the stars of this defense, and Evan Schaefer does not care. Really big hit right there. Good run from Eli Gillman too. Watch him. They're blocking down. Inside zone run. They're going to block down. You're looking for the cutback lane. That block right there sprung it for Eli Gillman. And the stiff arm, they're trying to bring him down, but you got to take his legs out, man. You can't bring him down up top. He runs with too good center of gravity. 2nd and 12 coming up. Swinging Eli Gillman out. Looking for somebody downfield, and he's going to find him. Actually, he's not. He's going to run himself. Really good block from Drew Deck. But what is Montana running here? So Montana's running, so they're running mesh. They're running mesh with the seam on the inside from the number 3 receiver. I think you got Bohannon in there running that seam route. But you got a post on the backside too. So it's just not there. It's good coverage downfield. It's a cover 2 from Montana State. Half field safety, flat corner. If you can get to the middle of the field, it's open, but they don't really get anybody into the middle of the field, so it's really covered. You had Drew Deck right here, but Ah Yat, this is probably the best decision he could make. 3rd and 12 too to get into the end zone. When you gotta have it, Ah Yat does it himself. Really good block from Drew Deck right here. Turn up field, fine work. Good vision from Ah Yat to find the open spaces, and good to get into the end zone. Really, really good job on 3rd and 12. Big time play. Montana State got the ball back. They didn't do anything with it. This was the opportunity for Montana to put the game out of reach for Montana. It's not necessarily out of reach, but to really take a commanding lead in this game. This was the opportunity. And we're going to talk all about it. 3rd and 3, tough snap. This is something that plagued Montana all day. The snaps were not great in this game. Little off, little low, little high. You know, nothing major, but it makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference. Right here, Ah Yat's just going to scramble. Good pocket, but nobody open downfield. He's going to scramble. Montana State playing coverage. Really good job. Here you go. You got a 1st and 10 now. Hand it off to Eli Gillman on the counter run, and he's bouncing it outside, getting near 1st down yardage. Really, really good job. Near the 30. With good blocks from the guard and the tight end. Guard and tight end. Good kick out from the guard. Tight ends upfield, getting a seal block. And Eli Gillman's able to get 7-8 yards on 1st down. That's a good run. 2nd and 3 coming up. Brooks Davis in motion. Handing it off to Eli Gillman. And it's a big time run, man. And they cannot bring him down. Cole Taylor's trying to punch at the ball. He's punching at the wrong thing. Actually, and I was wrong about this drive. This is not the drive because Montana was up 21. I'm looking at the score wrong. Please, I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb sometimes. But this is the first drive of the second half is what I should have said. This is the first drive of the second half, and Montana did a really good job pushing the ball down the field here. But good run from Eli Gillman. Once again, they got the counter run. They're going to run a counter, GH counter right here. H-back guard, pulling around guard, getting a seal block this time. Tight end's not able to get a good block, but Eli Gillman's running through things, and he's down near midfield. Really, really good job around the 48, 49-yard line. Here you go, 2nd and 8 coming up. Play action pass, and nothing is there, but really good job of Ah Yat to avoid the sack and to turn it into maybe a loss of like a couple of inches, a couple of feet, instead of losing maybe 5 to 10 yards. That would have taken this drive and flipped it on its head completely. Really good play from Ah Yat. That play cannot be understated. I mean, to avoid this sack. I don't know what's being blocked here, but guys are free. Guys are free. And it's not a screen. It's just a play where guys become free. I mean, the right tackle just he's got his feet too wide and he doesn't have a good base. You get beat. You get beat when that happens. You got to be technically sound, and he wasn't right there. 2nd and 8 brings up a 3rd down, 3rd and 8. This drive, Montana was really good on 3rd down. They're going to get into Brooks Davis's hands, and he's near 1st down. He doesn't necessarily get the 1st down, but they're running like a spot concept. It happens so fast to really see what type of route concept they're running, but they're running a spot. Ah Yat is ready to throw immediately. He knows where he's going with the ball, and they get near the 1st down. Might even be a rub because you see the way Drew Deck's kind of running into that apex defender. Maybe it's a rub. The slot corner. Tate and Gray. 4th and 1 coming up for Montana. They're bringing Evan Schaefer in motion, and they're going to hand it off to Eli Gillman. I have no idea why they blew this dead. I get his forward motion was stopped right there, but he's not down. And then he gets his feet back on the ground and drives forward for like 5 more yards. Either way, he got the 1st down before they blew it dead. Brings up a 2nd and 8. Once again, spread them out, get it to the outside, getting it to Brooks Davis's hands on the bubble route right there, and it's an easy 2nd and 8 run for about 5-6 yards. Really good job right there. 5-6 yards on the run. Great job. 3rd and 3 coming up for Montana. Got a motion, and they got Drew Deck, who, man, let's talk about this move by Drew Deck. First off, They're running the under concept, and it's not necessarily mesh. Looks like he's coming on an under, but it looks like he's maybe even he's running a slant. This is a slant. He's running a slant on the backside because they got the wheel and slant concept. And on the front side, looks like you're running an out with number 3. Number 2 is running an under, and I can't really tell what number 1 is running out here. Michael Wortham's running out here. Either way, Drew Deck's going to get the ball on the under, and good from Drew Deck not to run to be covered. He sees space, sit in space. It's third down. Give me the ball now. And then to make guys miss. Make them miss. Excuse me, Cole. Get outfield. Really, really good job. I absolutely love the hustle from the Montana State defensive line. I mean, they're always flying around. You see Paul Brott chasing guys down. You see Alec Eckert chasing guys down. Look at him right here. Look at him right here. Look at him right here. Really good hustle, man. Really, really good hustle. That's what makes good teams great, man. The hustle, the pursuit, people not giving up on plays. It matters to them. It matters to them, man. So they brought Michael Wortham in motion here, and then he's going to set up right here, and then they're bringing him back across the formation. Eli Gillman's lead blocker. Your 2 tight ends are lead blockers. You're in 11 person, or you're in 12 personnel, and it's blocked up really well, man. Good block from Josh Gale. Good block from Evan Schaefer. Every time I have to say Evan Schaefer's name, it's an 84. Evan Schaefer. Good block from Evan Schaefer. Good block from Josh Gale. Good block from Eli Gillman. Good block from Eli Gillman. Just enough. And Michael Wortham's going to squeeze into the end zone. Really, really good job right there. That makes it 21-17. So now what I'm talking about. I admit that drive. That was a 16-play, 89-yard drive that took up almost 9 minutes off the clock. Phenomenal drive from Montana to start the half. Now they need their defense to stand up. They're going to hand it off to Julius Davis right here on the inside zone run. Julius Davis trying to make things happen. Nothing really is there, but they didn't get him on the ground right here. He was close. That knee was close. It wasn't, though, and he's still up. And that's what you face when you face Julius Davis. Make sure that man is on the ground. 2nd and 6 coming up. They're going to hand it off to Julius Davis once again, and he's hurdling. That's another thing you got to be aware of. He will hurdle you, and he gets about, man, that was almost so close. And this is what happens when you pursue the ball. This is what happens when you run to the ball. He fumbles that. If these guys are running to the ball, somebody right here is able to pick that up. Now, obviously, there's a ton of white jerseys out here because of the way they ran this play. Already pulling some of these guys around, but there's just a lot of white jerseys around the ball. Lucky break right there for Montana State. Good play for Montana. Elijah Tolbert, all these guys gang tackling them. Nobody's able to get on the ball. Brings up a 3rd and short. They get the 3rd and 3. They're going to roll out, and this is a staple from Montana State. I've never necessarily seen them running with Adam Jones, but I'm not surprised to see them running with Adam Jones. But he's getting to the flats and making the catch. Really easy peasy lemon squeezy. They expect man. You got to run a man beater. Run these number 1 and number 2 receivers up the field, vertical down the field. Your number 3 receivers just get into the sticks and post up. Especially if it's man, and if they're not trading this off, we should have it wide open. And also, they probably have some wins if you try to trade it off too, where they can get guys open. But I don't think these routes really matter. These guys are just rubs to get him open. It's Montana State does it all the time. Got to be keyed into it on 3rd and short. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to hand it off. Actually, they're not handing it off. They're keeping it with Justin Lamson, and the backers of Montana are there. So they're bringing Taco Dollar in motion. Not really a give read. The defensive end is shifting out with it. So that leaves a wide open void for the quarterback run, and really good pursuit from Denzel Wilkinson. Watch Denzel Wilkinson come downhill, make the hit. Good from Otluski. Good from the D tackle in there as well. Really good play. 3rd and 5 coming up for Montana State. They would have got this had no. This isn't the one. Either way, Justin Lamson's going to get pressure. Kellen Dietrich's going to bring him down. This is what happens when you're able to contain. You contain. See, he's trying to run. He's trying to run outside. He's trying to run this way because it's a first down here. If he's able to get out here, this is a first down run. Or he's just going to throw it right here to this receiver, Chris Long. He can't see him though because Dietrich shows up and forces him to stay back into the pocket. Then you're able to get the sack. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him where you got people at, where you got bodies at. Don't allow these guys to run outside the pocket. That's going to really become a big thing later on in the game. They punted away. Montana's got the ball now. Here you go. Michael Wortham coming in motion, getting the quick out on 1st down, and that's a 3-4 yard run on 1st down. Nothing crazy right here, but it's an easy completion. Easy completion. Once again, if they're playing zone, if they're leaving that open for you, you're going to take it all day long. On the front side, they had a spacing concept. On the front side. he liked the one-on-one with Wortham. And I really think that's what it boils down to in this offense is, a lot of times Ayat has the freedom. He's going to have one concept to the left. He's going to have one concept to the right. But he's kind of picking players, whoever, he thinks is going to win. They're running like a super counter right here, pulling the guard and the 2 tight ends around. And it's going to be played well for Montana State. So you see Zach Cruz is going to force them to spill it right here. Bury that inside, force them to bounce it outside. Another eating up a block right here. They don't even end up getting their other tight end on another block, and that leaves Jace McMillan free to make a tackle with Caden Dowler right there, and Zach Cruz ends up getting involved as well. Here you go, the play of the game in my opinion.
Get ready, Montana. Place bets on your favorite teams and games with Sportsbet Montana. With over 500 locations statewide, it's never been easier to get in on the action. Choose from spreads, money lines, parlays, and more. Excitement? You bet. Action? You bet. Winning? You bet. Visit sportsbetmontana.com or download the app now. Sportsbet Montana, Montana's exclusive sportsbook.
They're running the inside hitch from number 3. That's Evan Schaefer right there. The outside hitch with number 1 out there, and then the seam by number 2. Which is similar. This is the exact same. No, because it was a vertical hitch. So this is the one that Eastern Washington ran. The hitch, vertical by number 2, hitch by the outside receiver. This is the one that I saw Eastern Washington run, and this is why I think Ayat just chose who he was gonna go to. He liked the matchup with Michael Wortham, potentially on a backer, Cole Taylor. Nobody would tell you not to take that matchup. He's gonna take the matchup with Michael Wortham. Michael Wortham really, he's got a step. But, they just didn't connect. He batted it up, and it ended up being an interception. Caden Dowler, the best safety in the Big Sky Conference, is going to catch it and take it for the touchdown. So let's break down what we're getting here. So it's not man. It's not necessarily man. There's too high pre-snap, and that's why we need all 22, because I want to see the all 22. But there was a safety over here, one high safety. There's a safety right here who's Caden Dowler, and then it really ends up just being man. Cole Taylor ends up being man with Wortham. The corner down here ends up being man. This corner up here ends up manning with that. This safety, I think that's Meredith right there, ends up manning the number 2 receiver. And then it might be a nickel, actually. The nickel right here is manning up the number 2 receiver. And then this safety down here is going to hook up with Evan Schaefer. But the thing about choosing this side, and I don't have a problem with it. If he deemed that, I like Michael Wortham versus Cole Taylor, so be it. Pick that matchup and be confident in it. He's got to be confident in it, and he delivered a good ball, man. The ball is there. They just weren't able to complete it. Somebody was saying that Michael Wortham said he got tugged right here. That's fair. I didn't see enough for a pass interference or a holding. I don't even think that Cole Taylor had his hands on him long enough. He gets his hands on him right here. Ayat is releasing the ball right here when he gets his hands on Michael Wortham. Maybe he tugged him. I just didn't see enough. I didn't see enough. And unfortunately, the ball did not bounce your way. It bounces right off Wortham's hands, right into the safety that's standing right back there. So it's just a tough play. But one thing I also wanted to mention, I know Ayat chose the right side. He chose this matchup with Wortham, which nobody would disagree with you. Have confidence in that decision. Evan Schaefer's wide open. Evan Schaefer is wide open. Hindsight's 2020. I don't want to look back and be like, oh, you should have thrown it to Evan Schaefer. No, because he's a right-handed quarterback. He chose his right side. He likes Michael Wortham. That's your number 1 receiver. You got to choose that. You got to be confident in that. Evan Schaefer's wide open, man. Hindsight's 2020. We have the ability to look back on it and say, oh, this guy was open. And I know Ayat has already seen this when he looked at the iPad right after that. He's like, damn, I had Evan Schaefer open. It's tough, man. It's just the way things happen. Montana is now down 24-21, and they're looking to bounce back, man. Here you go. They're going to get the ball into Bohannon's hands on the quick out. Once again, same game plan. They're running. Actually, this is cover 3. You see Caden Dowler shifting down into that hook, and it's cover 3. But you still, cover 3. This corner's playing off. We got the quick throws. Quick out, get it into Bohannon's hands. Now, this isn't something that Ayat has thrown a bunch this season or something that they've spammed a lot. But that was something that Dalton Sneed, he was throwing that. If it was there, he was going to throw it. I feel like there was definitely something said to Ayat on the sidelines like, hey, we can get these. Throw these. If they're there, throw them. They're easy first down runs. We get yardage on it. It's not so, Eli Gillman had 132, so you don't want to say the run game wasn't working, but that's probably an easier first down run than it is to run the ball. Here you go right here. They're going to hand it off to Eli Gillman on the counter run, and he's going to do enough to get the first down. Really good job from Eli Gillman. Good spin move off that tackle. Here you go right here. Once again, easy completions to the outside. They're getting into Brooks Davis' hands. And once again, Brooks Davis Mans was on a mission, man. He was on a mission to prove everybody who doubted him wrong and prove everybody who believes in him right. Prove him damn self right, too. Good play right here on, I think this is just a slant. I think they're just running a slant because you see Drew Deck running the inside slant as well. So it just looks like it's a slant concept. Brooks Davis is going to get the ball into his hands and then feel things out, turn to the outside, way to miss that tackle right there, and way to avoid the tackle right there, and then big hit from Caden Dallin, my goodness. But even bigger play from Brooks Davis, man. Really phenomenal job right there. Really phenomenal job. Now Montana's into the red zone, and I actually think I cut the drives out that Montana didn't have like a huge opportunity to score, because I think there were some more drives in there during the third quarter. But either way, they're going to have this RPO run, and I don't even know if this is like a designed RPO. I think it's a designed RPO because on the backside here, they're blocking here. This receiver here is blocking. He's not running a route. He's blocking for the potential run. But you got the RPO to the front side. So you got this running back into the flats. You got the wheel route down the sidelines and the post and all that stuff. Like, you got a route concept to the front side. And he completes it to Michael Wortham right outside the first down yardage, right there on the sidelines. But they call this number 62. They're going to call him a legal man downfield. And oh, no. They don't call him. They call Klimzak, man. Right here. This is who they called. Working upfield, trying to get on that backer. He's blocking for the run. It's an RPO, and this is what happens when you run those RPOs. You fall victim to this, and it's a fair penalty. They called it on Montana State earlier on a touchdown. They got to call it on Montana. That's going to call back that first down play. They got a 1st and 15 now. Not terrible, not horrible, but you don't love it. If you can get a good first down play, you can bounce back. They're going to run the reverse, the end around reverse with Brooks Davis, and they call this. Watch right here. Watch right here. Now, my thing about this holding penalty, Kenneth Iden is clearly the outside contained player in this play. He's containing the outside. If it's a run, he's supposed to force it back inside. He's trying to contain, especially with the quarterback. If it's a drop back pass play, Kenneth Iden is considered your contained player. He'd be containing the quarterback, making sure he doesn't get outside of the pocket. Why voluntarily would Kenneth Iden turn his whole body like that? That's my only thing. I know a lot of people saying it's not a hold. I know a lot of people saying it is a hold. Why would Kenneth Iden voluntarily turn his body like that? Please, I want to know, because I didn't want it to be a hold either. I didn't want it to be a hold. It is a hold though. It's a hold. You got to be fair here, and that is a hold, man. Especially when they slowed it down. He got his hands on the inside, and it just looked like Kenneth Iden would not voluntarily turn his body 180 degrees. I just don't see it, man. I think it's a hold. I think it was a good call. I think it sucks because obviously it's the Grizzlies and everybody in Missoula wanted the Grizzlies to win, but it was a hold, man. Not everybody in Missoula yesterday, but most people who live in Missoula want the Grizz to win. But that was a hold, man. I'm not mad at the refs for calling that, because if the roles were reversed, Montana State scores on a play like this, and you see something like that not be called against Montana, you'd be a little livid. Now, I don't know if Iden is selling it or not. Like, I just don't know why in the heat of a game when you're up by 3, it's a big point in the game, why you would voluntarily turn your whole body. It just feels like he was held. That's why he turned his body like that. Brooks Davis, man, I'm so sorry this didn't count for you, because this is a phenomenal run. Really good blocks upfield. Give credit to the lineman right here. Give credit to Josh Gale. Give credit to the tackle right here. I mean, really good blocking upfield. Phenomenal block from Josh Gale right here. But we don't even need to break this down because it didn't count. But a phenomenal play from Brooks Davis. He is going to be a star, man. He is a star. He's going to be an even bigger star once he gets another year under his belt. 1st and 25. Montana's trying to battle back after the big loss play right here, and it's just they're at a loss here, man. They're not going to be able to do much on this play, and you see it right there. Can't do much. First down, they don't get much on the run. If they would have got much on the run, they maybe could have done something. 2nd and 23 coming up. Ayat's going to scramble out of the pocket. I thought Ayat should have tried to run this. Good hustle from Brott, who's on one leg, selling. This is a senior who wants to win his last Brawl, who wants to win a Big Sky championship. I mean, he is full diving to get a quarterback down on the ground. He does get him down on the ground too, and influences the throw. I mean, this is the type of effort that wins championships, man. That is phenomenal effort from Paul Brott. I love to see that. Just a little bit out of bounds. Caden Dallin in coverage. Michael Wortham on the route, getting back to the back pylon, and just not there. I hope that cameraman's okay, but damn, man, that was a big hit. 3rd and 23 coming up for Montana. They're going to swing it out to Drew Deck. And once again, man, these safeties, number 2 had a phenomenal game, man. Number 2 had a phenomenal game. There was a play earlier in this breakdown. I don't think I talked about it enough. I think I actually cut it out. But number 2 was flying around. Look at this. Flying around. Now, it's 3rd and 23, but phenomenal play, man. Phenomenal hustle. Get that guy on the ground. Really good job there. This is one of the plays. This drive, this first fourth quarter drive for Montana was the most important drive in the entire game to me, and it made all the difference. The penalties, the interception, the drive before, a couple drives before, I mean, all of it. There was so much that happened in this drive. Zach Cruz, man, at one point was committed to Montana. He gets the blocked PAT right there. I think we got another angle on it. Yeah, we got another angle on it, but just good timing. And I mean, it looked like it was going to go in. I think this was going to go in. This is good angle towards the field goal. It just, Zach Cruz, man. Zach Cruz. Really good block right there. Right on the right arm. I mean, you can't be mad at it, man. That's a really good play. It's a really, really good play for the block. Montana maintains their 24-21 lead. Look at the total yards right there at this point in the game, though. I mean, this game was phenomenal, man. And these teams were not very far off from each other. This is how the Brawl should look. This is exactly how the Brawl should look. They're giving it to Adam Jones on the inside run. And he's going to get about 7-8 yards on first down. Maybe only 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Split zone, inside zone run. They're getting into Adam Jones' hands. And he's getting another first down, man. Another first down. Another first down. It's just they're getting a lot of push up front. Movement on the offensive line. And he's not even getting touched until he gets to the backers for the first down. 2 runs, first down. 1st and 10 coming up. Drop back for Justin Lamson. He's looking into the flats. He's throwing to the flats. And, man, like, Otluski made the right decision here. But Justin Lamson just didn't trust it. He drops out with it. He's trying to lead him away from throwing this. He's like, no, don't throw it. I'm out here. Don't throw it. I'm out here. I don't care. He throws it anyway. And they don't get much yardage, but they get 2 yards on it. They get 2 yards on it. There you go. Next play, bringing up a 2nd and 8. Drop back for Justin Lamson. He's finding Dane Steele on the under, and he's getting a first down. Can't see the zone coverage. We're late into the play here, but it looks like some type of man coverage. You got man here on the inside. You got man with Lawler on the backside. He's trying to get over there, but he's just too far away to be able to get into good relationship with it. He brings the receiver down past first down yardage. Next play here, you got a 1st and 10. They're handing it off to Adam Jones, and it's a good run from Adam Jones. Turf Monster gets him, but it's still a first down run right here. Really, really good job. Really good job. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up. Once again, drop back for Justin Lamson. They're getting into the flats, man. Spamming the flats. Montana's not really got anybody out there. Peyton Wing's here, but he's not necessarily driving out to it because he's got responsibility on the inside. Look, they run that spot route. He's there right in front of it. He decides to throw the flat, then Peyton Wing rallies to it. So, you know, you got to take your first responsibility. You let the flats go and rally to the flats. That's not something that Montana really covers a ton of times. They're not always into the flats because you leave a lot of windows open right here, like on spot concepts right here. That's why you rally to the flats. Either way, that allows Adam Jones to get about 4 or 5 yards on first down off of the arrow route. 2nd and 5 coming up for Montana State. I think this is a touchdown run. No, it's not. Next play is a touchdown run. There you go. They bring him down short of the line to gain, but an inside zone run once again. And the cutback is all the way on the backside of this tight end right here. Close to first down yardage. 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1. Drop back for Justin Lamson. And this is right here. Josh Peck right here. You can't do it. Got to keep contained. Watch Josh Peck right here. You got to keep contained. He's going to go inside right there. And he's finished. He's finished. He's finished. Justin Lamson sees that. He scrambles out of the pocket. I think initially when Justin Lamson's scrambling out of here, he's trying to find a throw partner. And also, let's talk about this. So look at the front side here. They're in a bunch set tight end on the end man as the end man on the line of scrimmage right here. But you got a bunch set, tight bunch set to the top side. And you're running an under with Chris Long, who's on the line of scrimmage. You're running and then it turns into a double post concept. So Dane Steele's coming down the seam this way, and maybe not even a double post concept, but a double vert concept. Then you got the inside receiver running a vertical, and you get Dane Steele. I think it's Dane Steele right here, but he's wide open down the seam. I don't know what Montana is running, but they're clearly confused. Justin Lamson just has to throw it right here. It's a touchdown. Throw it right here. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. I don't know why he didn't throw it. I don't know if he was looking at it, didn't like it. And you see, the safety doesn't see it. The backside corner sees it. Kenzo Lawler's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Either way, they're scrambling out of the pocket. Getting out of the pocket, they lose contain right here with Peck. Unfortunately, he scrambles out of the pocket, and then it's just a free-for-all. Missed tackle right there. Got to make that tackle right there. Got to get him down. Got to get him down. He's scrambling, missed tackle. I mean, a lot of missed tackles here. Another one, they're not great leverage because they were just running to cover the route. Also, too, a key here, 2 guys covering 1 receiver. Not great. Either way, they put their foot in the ground, trying to make a tackle. Missed. Gets him, but he's into the end zone. Really good run from Justin Lamson. Montana State took a 10-point lead at this point in the game, under 9 minutes to go. Here you go, swinging it out to Eli Gillman, who's getting the ball into his hands, lowering the boom, get about 3-4 yards on first down. 3-4 yards on first down. Really good job. Here you go, 2nd and 7 coming up. Back to the hitches. Brooks Davis makes somebody miss, and he's getting a first down. Really, really good job right there, man. Really, really good job. Make a miss. Get to the first down. Phenomenal job. Next, 1st and 10 coming up. Handing it off to Eli Gillman, who's getting downhill. Hip drop tackle. Don't like that, Mr. Daly. But a good run from Eli Gillman. 2nd and 2 coming up. Drop back. Getting back to the hitches. Getting it to Bohannon. And it's first down. First down on it once again. Just a good drive. They found something in this. This is cover 3. Once again, you see Caden Dollar dropping into the hook right here, but you got a third, and a third. Those short routes are open if you can get to them, and they did. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Really good job right there from Dollar. Next up, you got a 1st and 10, and Eli Gillman's making things happen. Paul Brott gets through immediately. Paul Brott is a freak. He gets through, making Liam Brown miss right there. Almost gets him down. Eli Gillman stiff arms him, puts a move on Carson Williams right here. Really good job to get to the outside. Good anti-clip on Dowler right there. Don't block him. Don't blindside him. Really good block. But look at once again, the hustle from Paul Brott. Once again, misses him. A lot of D linemen be like, can't get him. Paul Brott sees the angle, takes the angle, almost gets him. If he has a better ankle, he might bring him down on the ground here. He doesn't, and the speed of Eli Gillman takes over. Really, really good run from Eli Gillman, man. Really, really good run. Let's see it one more time. Paul Brott's in the backfield. Stiff arm. Another move on the corner. Get to the outside. Good anti-clip from the receiver. And it's speed down the sidelines. Right when Montana needed it. He gets into the end zone. Makes it a 3-point game. Phenomenal job right there, man. Phenomenal job. 31-28 ball game. And this is one of the bigger drives of the game too. 6 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Montana's got 3 timeouts. They also have the 2-minute timeout. You got to get off the field here. You must get off the field here, especially considering this drive starts inside the 10-yard line for Montana State. You must get off the field here. You can't afford not to get off the field here. 1st and 10, they get almost 8 yards on first down. Once again, it's that flat. You're running the flats. You let them complete the flats and you rally to it. You don't want to give up those wide open catches into the hooks. And he gets 8 yards on first down, 9 yards on first down because of it. Next, nearing 6 minutes to go. Inside zone run play. Really good move from Julius Davis right there. Look at this move he puts on Prince Ford right here. Broke him down. Another missed tackle. And, he just runs hard, man. He just runs extremely hard. 1st and 10 coming up. Under 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Split zone run play. Another hurdle and another first down for Julius Davis. Really, really good job. Let's see who got hurdled. TJ Roush got hurdled right there, trying to come in low and make the tackle, chop those legs out, and Julius Davis, this is like his easiest hurdle this season. First down run. Tough, man. Tough. Another first down, more chewed clock. At this point, he hit the chew clock option on Madden, and they're almost under 5 minutes to go now. Drop back pass on 1st and 10, and Montana gets the sack, man. Now, this is where Montana had their opportunity. You get the sack, that brings up 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. What are you going to do now? Drop back. Man, this was very close to being an interception. Kenzo Lawler coming in. Low pass from Justin Lamson. This is a really good ball, man. Low. Only your receiver's going to get it or nobody's going to get it. And Chris Long makes the catch. Really, really good job, man. That was a phenomenal play. Phenomenal play from Kenzo Lawler. Not Kenzo Lawler, Chris Long and Justin Lamson. Kenzo Lawler's there to make the play, but really good job from Justin Lamson, Chris Long. 3rd and 8 coming up for Montana State. If you're Montana, this is the play you must get off the field. You have to get off the field. They got a spy on him. Justin Lamson just outruns the spy. They have, who is this? Number 57, Jake Mason. Jake Mason's going to be your spy guy. He's there. He's there. You see it. You see it. You see it. Justin Lamson just outruns the spy. Outruns it. They still get him down to the ground. They give him the benefit of the doubt on the reach, and it comes up to be a 4th and 1. 4th and 1. If you stop him right here even, they punt that ball away. They're not going to go for it on 4th and 5, 4th and 6. But you allow him to get there, they go for that. They go for that. 3rd and 8 comes up to be 4th and 1. I'm going to hand it off to Julius Davis, and he gets the first down. First down yardage, man. Just like that. Just like that. Next play, 1st and 10. They're handing off to Julius Davis again, and he's very near first down yardage with the 2-minute warning looming. I guess Montana called a timeout before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6. Adam Jones is going to get it, and he's getting about 2 yards on first down. Second down. 3rd and 5 coming up for Montana State, and I think this is really the dagger. I know there was another play from Adam Jones. I didn't put it on here, but Justin Lamson on the keeper. You got the end man coming upfield, forcing the handoff, and Taco Dalla got killed right. Not necessarily killed, but took a big hit on that. But Justin Lamson's going to pull it and takes a big hit, but gets the first down. And that's going to end the game. And Montana State won the 124th installment of the Brawl of the Wild. And they got the Big Sky Championship outright for the 2nd straight year. Their 3rd, I believe, under Brent Vegan, 2022, 2024, and 2025 now. So Brent Vegan's building up a decent resume as a head coach in the Big Sky Conference. And playoffs time. Montana State got the 2 seed. Montana got the 3 seed. Hopefully we get to see them play in the semifinals. That is yet to be determined. But you guys let me know what you thought about this Montana versus Montana State game. What did you guys think about all the ins and outs of the game? What did you guys think Montana did well? Montana State did well? What can teams improve on? You guys let me know in the comments down below. And I will catch you guys next time. See you later.